Very good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about culture and places of India and world. India is the home for art and culture. Some of the famous places of India are also the famous monuments of the world. The culture of India has various shades to it. To know more about the famous places of India and its culture, let's explore. India is a culturally diverse country. The classification of Indian culture is divided into four divisions, and that is North Indian culture, South Indian culture, East India culture, and West India culture. So, this is all about the cultural panorama and famous places of India and world. As we all know that the North Indian culture has its impact on the northern states of India, that is Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh and Delhi. Art and architecture is the main attraction in North India. East India culture. It has its impact on the eastern states of India, that is Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha and Union Territory Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The staple food of this culture is fish and rice. Durga Puja and Jagannath Yatra are the two main cultural attractions of East Indian culture. West Indian culture. It has its impact on the western states of India, that is Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Goa and Union Territory of Diu and Daman. Celebrating of festivals like Ganesh Chaturthi and Kite Flying Festival is Western Indian culture. There is cultural diversity and therefore the staple food of this culture is varied from region to region. Maharashtrians like to have spicy food and Gujaratis like to have simple and soul food, whereas the Goan love to have seafood. South Indian culture. It has its impact on the southern states like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. The staple food of the South Indians is fish, rice and coconut being the main ingredients. Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam are some of the dance forms of this culture. Famous places of India. India is a homeland for beautiful scenic beauty in India. Famous place in India covers various things from the temples, natural beauty and also historic values. Famous places of India with the natural beauty like Kashmir has a beautiful, calm, blissful lakes and the flower valleys and orchards. A blanket of snow is covering the place in winters. So Kashmir has a breathtaking scenic beauty of India. The Leh Ladakh is also a part of Kashmir. Gulmarg, Srinagar are some of the places which you have to surely visit. Kerala's backwaters, lakes, mountain ranges and ancient places make this place flourished with a place to visit. Kerala also has wildlife sanctuaries as the major attraction of the tourist. Ayurvedic tourism is also very famous in Kerala. Nainital, which has mountain ranges covered with snow, the beautiful city is located at the altitude of 2084 meter above the sea level. Nani Lake of Nainital is the Queens of Lake. Famous religious places of India like the Golden Temple in Amritsar, Sanchi Stupa in Madhya Pradesh, Konark Sun Temple in Odisha. Famous historical places of India like Taj Mahal. Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan built Taj Mahal for his wife and Shaniwar Wada was built in 732 by Peshwa ruler in Pune. Very good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about Harappan civilization. Harappan civilization is one of the most ancient civilizations of the world. It was believed to be a hub of art and culture and architecture. The discoveries made at these architectural sites give us great insight into the lives and lifestyles of our ancestors. Let us learn about this very important part of our history. Harappa is known to be a 4,700 years old city in the subcontinent which was discovered around the time 1920. Soon after the discovery of cities like Lothal, Dholvira, Mohenjo-daro and Kalibangan have also been discovered and were come to be known as the Harappan cities, and also the advent of Harappan civilization. These cities were discovered around the river Indus, henceforth proving the existence of the Indus Valley civilization. Architecture. The Harappan city was divided into two or more parts, of which the part to the west was smaller, however higher, known to be as a citadel. Also the part to the east was comparatively larger but lower, and the archaeologists called it the lower town. The citadel comprised granaries, religious buildings, public buildings and assembly halls, while the lower town was divided into rectangular sections cut by wide roads at right angles to each other. Harappan objects were made of stone, shell and metal. Copper and bronze were used to make tools, weapons, ornaments and vessels. Gold and silver were used to make ornaments and vessels. Harappans also made stone seals. They made pots with beautiful black designs. Bricks were so well made that they had seemed to have lasted for thousands of years and were laid in an interlocking pattern which made the walls strong. About 150 years ago, many of these bricks were taken away by engineers. People built one or two-story houses on either side of the roads with rooms built around a courtyard. The Harappan city had a well-planned drainage system, where every house had a drain connected to the street drains, which further were connected to the bigger drains. The drains were also covered with the stone slabs that were laid in straight lines along with the inspection holes for the cleanup purpose. Farming. Some of the farming methods and rearing as followed by the Harappan farmers and herders are: Number 1. The Harappans grew wheat, barley, pulses, peas, rice, sesame, linseeds and mustards. They also developed some new tools known as plough and was used to dig earth for planting the seeds and turning the soil. A method of irrigation was used due to less rainfall. The Harappan reared cattle, sheep, goat and buffalo. Water and pastures were present around many sites. People collected fruits, fish and hunted wild animals. Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and Lothal also had huge storehouses used for storing grains and hence were called granaries. Big fire altars were found at Kalibangan and Lothal used for performing sacrifices. Lothal also has revealed a huge dockyard for the loading and unloading of goods. Very good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about main physical features of India. India is a land of diversity in all manners. From culture, economy and even the landscape of India has diverse elements. all on one landmass. The wide range of physical features of India make the country a complete geographical study. In fact, India has every possible landscape that the earth has. From cold mountains to arid deserts, vast plains, hot and humid plateau, and wide seashores and tropical islands, the physical features of India cover every terrain. Millions of years ago, the Peninsular Plateau, the oldest landmass, was a part of the Gondwana land, which covered India, Australia, South Africa, and South America. Over hundreds of years of shifting landmass and ocean currents broke this landmass into multiple pieces. One such piece, the Indo-Australian plate, started shifting northwards, where it collided with the Eurasian plate. Now it's Europe. Consequently, this collision caused the landmass to fold and become what we know as the Himalayas today. Thereafter, many such geological events led to the formation of each of the varied physical features of India. So, the physical features of India can be divided into 6 broad categories according to their physiographic forms. Number 1 is the Himalayan mountains. The northernmost landscape of the country highlights the fold mountains of the Himalayas. Though geographically young, the Himalayan mountains are the loftiest and the most rugged of the world. Since they stretch across 2,500 kilometers from Kashmir in the north through Arunachal Pradesh in the northeast, these mountains form an arc. This helps keep the cold Arctic winds from reaching the tropical landmass. One of the most significant of all the physical features of India, the Himalayas vary in width between 400 to 150 kilometers. Furthermore, the entire mountain belt is divided into 3 main sections: the Greater Himalayas, the Lesser Himalayas, and the Outer Himalayas. Northern Plains. The 3 major river systems of India, Indus, Ganga, and the Brahmaputra, along with their tributaries, have fed the foothills of the Himalayas. Since these river basins had a huge amount of alluvial deposits from these glacial rivers, these regions grew fertile over hundreds of years and led to the northern plains. Furthermore, the northern plains can again be divided into 3 significant parts: the Punjab plains, the Ganga plains, and the Brahmaputra plains. Peninsular Plateau. The oldest landmass of India, the Peninsular Plateau, was the result of the tectonic shifts of the Gondwana land. This massive plateau area is further divided into 2 parts: the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. Indian Desert. The undulating sandy plains covered with sand dunes on the western fringes of the Aravalli Hills comprise the Indian Desert, with rainfall as low as 150 mm per annum. This region is the arid in the country and thus low on greenery. The states of Rajasthan and northwestern parts of Gujarat collectively form the desert region. Coastal plains. Right on the outer edges of the Indian peninsula lies the narrow strips of the coastal plains. These seafed regions covers the shores of the Bay of Bengal in the east and the Arabian Sea on the west. The western coast along the Arabian Sea can again be divided into 3 sections: the Konkan coast, the Kannada plains, and the Malabar coast. On the other hand, the eastern coast has two broad sections, the northern Sarkar and the Coromandel coast. Islands. Two groups of islands lies on the two oceans surrounding the main landmass of the subcontinent. These most likely complete the physical features of India, and the island regions is divided by the mainland as well as the seas, thus forming two major island states. The Lakshadweep, which lies closer to the Malabar coast, and these consist of clusters of coral islands collectively named Lakshadweep. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which are off the Bay of Bengal and lies on the Indian Ocean, these groups of islands are larger in size than their western counterparts and have rich biodiversity. Because the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are closer to the equator, the region also experiences equatorial climate. Thank you.